I'm not seeing anything that looks like an entrance.
There was an image of this area. Wasn't it this wall here? Doesn't it sound hollow to you?
There must be a cave on the other side.
Step aside.
That's one tough wall.
This is the picture of it. I feel like something's different about it.
It does look a little different, but what does it mean?
You did it!
You did good work too, Kuka. Here they come!
Trial start.
Ilma.
Huh? You guys?
Ilma!
Ilma!
Ilma! Ilma!
Wow, you all came.
What are you doing here?
We were so worried.
Sorry, I was looking through Grandpa's research and found info on how to get into Lost Central. I was only planning to come and have a quick peek, but then some powerful dolls blocked the passage. I wanted to contact you, but the jamming signals were so strong I couldn't. Thanks for coming to rescue me.
You never change.
I know. You lose sight of your surroundings when you're doing research, but still.
You're such a pain sometimes.
We were worried. But it's good to see you're all right.
Thank goodness.
And it's all thanks to you guys that we were able to find him.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not true. We all did it together.
Ilma, we need to talk to you.
And you are?
We came here from Central City to find you, on Crawford's orders.
Oh, right. You want the data needed to improve Central Cannon. We're capable of damaging Dark Falls. However, as you probably know, there are two main challenges. The first is output. Even if we can damage Dark Falls, that doesn't mean it's enough to defeat it. In order to achieve that, we'd need hyper-compressed photons, and also an accelerator capable of discharging them. The other problem is durability. The barrel of Central Cannon was damaged after firing off just a single shot. The barrel and photon accelerator need to be reinforced. For that, you need more durable materials for the interior firing mechanism. Although, as I already explained to Crawford, these problems can easily be solved by using the materials and techniques found here. So moving on to the problem at hand, farther inside this area is a place with some considerably valuable data and machine parts.
You completely lost us, Ilma.
Oh, to put it simply then, there's a weapon inside Lost Central that was once able to drive back Dark Falls. I found data on the materials and techniques used to create it, but I found something else of worth too.
Huh?
You'll understand once we get there. Everyone, follow me.
There are dolls roaming around. Don't let your guards down, people.
Trial start. Trial start.
are we?
Lost Central's control center. This is the core unit. Well now, let's see here. You can all take a break. Central people, could you come here? I've hit a snag. Can one of you try to help me get past it?
Sure, I'll try. There isn't enough power. The backup is drained too.
Well, that's only natural. Here, use this battery.
I don't know if that'll be enough. Oh, it looks like the subunit is back online.
Great. Let's use that then. All right. I think the core system is coming up too.
I'll redirect power from the sub to the main. We should probably use safe mode just in case.
Right. Hey, you're pretty good. You really know your stuff.
The same to you.
Wow, she can understand Ilma.
Our Manon's pretty smart, you know. It's working?
Hopefully, yeah. Okay. Let's take a look inside.
Dolls?
It seems that we have woken them up from their nap.
Never mind. We'll take care of them.
Besides, I'd fall asleep if I had to keep watching you work, Ilma.
Trial start.
Oh, there's so many!
Tyvis!
Mary! Grab their attention! Julie, over there!
You got it.
Yeah? Yeah! Ilma!
You okay?
They're so strong!
Now that's teamwork.
We'll take care of this one!
Trial start.
You did it! Nice work!
Ha! That was a great team play!
Okay, let's grab the info we need and go. Ooh, it's just as I thought. There's a wealth of information about Dark Falls stored here.
Whoa!
With this, our chances of defeating Dark Falls should rise exponentially. Huh? What's this?
Grandpa.
I imagine that it is my grandchildren who have discovered this file. There is something I wish to tell you. As a result of analyzing the data left behind in Lost Central, I have found that Dark Falls was still in the midst of growing. In this unstable form, it was incapable of unleashing its full power. It is my belief that in the not-too-distant future, Dark Falls will appear once again and grow into its complete form. I do not know if this will be of any use. Falls' attack on Lost Central. I hope that it may lead the way to defeating Dark Falls once and for all. Tyvis, Tuli, Ilma, Kuka, Mary. I was only there in place of your parents for a short while, and for that, I apologize. Forgive me. I hope that you will all grow and mature into fine adults. If the 5 of you work together, no one will even come close to rivaling your leadership. Treasure each other always.
Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa.
It's okay, Grandpa. We're doing all right for ourselves.
You were all a great help.
I made you some lunch for your trip back.
Thanks.
Well, I see you've received the data. That concludes your mission then. Thank you for saving Ilma. You have my gratitude.
Leave Central Canyon's renovations to me. I'll be working alongside Crawford.
Now then, please get some rest once you get back. Crawford, over and out.
Shall we be on our way?
Take care.
Come again sometime.
Yeah, you have to!
Okay, we will. See you, everyone! Hey! Come over here for a minute. Take a look. The view is beautiful. Every part of Kvaris is so pretty. But when I think about how this view is the result of a fight with Dark Falls, I'm not sure how I should feel. Whew. We're at high altitude. It sure is cold up here. I don't think I could have made it up here without these clothes. Manon was talking about how she can deal with this cold by stimulating her internal photons or something. I'm not so sure about that. It's pretty cold. Oh, I got these from Crawford. Well, I guess it's more accurate to say my dad had them set aside for me. I guess my dad made a bunch of arrangements there, in case anything ever happened to him. He generally was the type to just go with the flow, but I guess he did plan ahead sometimes. I feel like I'm just now starting to understand some things about him. I guess the fact that he set these clothes aside for me means that he predicted I would come here at some point. He never did teach me much about fighting, but now this makes me wonder if he was planning to get around to it someday. By the way, I notice you always wear whatever you like. Don't you ever get cold? Wow, is that a Meteoran thing too? It's so strange. Well, I think I'll look around this area a little bit more before I move on. See you later! didn't know you were here. Oh, I'm just about to head over to the lodge. I promised I'd visit Mary. Oh, we sure did. I've been stopping by to hang out ever since we rescued Ilma. For some reason, I felt like I knew Mary from the first moment we met her. I hardly knew any girls around my age until Manon showed up. Obviously, Mary and I were raised in totally different environments. And I figured out why when I saw her break up that argument between her brothers. People usually got along pretty well in Aleo Town for the most part, but when they would fight, they would get so tangled up in pride and status and saving face that they would never back down. So I would always try to go in and make peace. I guess Mary plays kind of a similar role with her brothers as the one I did. Or like how I was always there to make food for everyone when they would come home tired from fighting. It's nice when people enjoy your cooking, but it's hard when food runs out all the time. And how everyone was always asking me to cook this or that. When I talk to Mary about that kind of thing, she can totally relate. So we've been talking a lot lately because we have so much in common. Would you like to join us? You wouldn't be a bother. But I didn't tell Mary I'd be bringing you along, so maybe it's not such a good idea. Yeah, well, maybe next time. Oh, look at the time. I need to get going. See you later!
Fancy seeing you here. Lysis dedicated his entire life to the revival of Kvaris. He spent every waking moment trudging through snow and ice to find out what happened. The rapid and violent change that took place in the environment during that war with Dark Falls. He left vast amounts of data in the Lodge study and the Lost Central terminals. At the Lost Central especially, in addition to files about the current state of the city, there were also plans for how to get it up and running again. To restore it to its former glory as the original Central City, and not just Lost Central. My guess is that Ilma and the others will carry the torch for Lysis now. But there's no telling how long it might take them. And one other thing. There was data regarding Central Cannon in Lysis's report too. Kvaris arcs also used the cannon to repel the Dark Falls invasion. The records indicate that nearly 100% of the output capacity and stability have been preserved. That incomplete file about the Central Cannon that was in the study, Ilma finding that is how this all got started. When he shared the report with Crawford to get his thoughts on it, he also started trying to see if he could research it himself. And in the process, he realized that there was still more data to be found in Lost Central. You know the rest of the story. Now that we have all of the data, we should be able to make progress towards restoring Central Cannon. Lysis really did put his heart and soul into building a better future for everyone. Yeah, we will. Everyone is giving it their all. Not just for themselves, but for everyone. I've met so many amazing people while traveling with you two. They all have that in common, even if their circumstances might be different. how else can I help the people of Helfa? That's what I'm working on figuring out. I had a feeling you might come. You always creep up on me at times like this. Let me guess. You're interested in that place too? Yeah. Lysis also mentioned this place in his report. The people of Kvaris gave Belagana Ruins its name. They refurbished the large ruins that were already here and turned them into a habitable place. Its population was on the order of Lost Centrals. It was considered second only to the first central city. And then, 100 years ago, it turned back into ruins again. Kvaris' technical proficiency at the time was far superior to Aelio or Retem's. They used to make vehicles that would be considered advanced, even by today's standards. They poured out all that ingenuity into their fight against the dolls. The weapons and manufacturing techniques they came up with made them quite formidable. But even with that, they couldn't withstand the dolls' onslaught. They ended up almost completely wiped out. The reason was that their Ark's defenders were subpar. They relied too much on their superior weaponry and didn't develop their fighting abilities. The foundation of every Ark's defender is photons. No matter how powerful the weapon, without ammo or energy, it's worthless. In the end, all you can really rely on is your own photons and your ability to wield them. The Kvaris Ark's defenders weren't able to do that, and so they lost. Or at least that was the gist of the information found in Lysis's data. I only got to see some of the documents, but from what I saw, he mentioned the war often. Not only was he passionate about his research, but he was an excellent Ark's defender. At a basic level, all Ark's defenders need to excel in both martial and scientific pursuits. On that point, it's pretty similar to how Retem's Ark's defenders think. Neither Aelio nor Retem have anything like the technology that Kvaris had at the time. But even if they did, they wouldn't have the capacity to produce it in mass. So they have to make do with the weaponry that they have. Which means that each Ark's defender has to actually know how to fight. There simply isn't any other choice.